mills were really a very early device for saving labour. Harnessing water power was a huge step forward, as I was to discover. Prior to the water wheel, this is how grinding corn was done. By hand. Some weight to move about, isn't it?
It's fairly hard work, and to think from the records that we have, most of the time it was done by women.
How much do you think's there?
There's a couple of pounds of wheat there. That's going to make a nice little loaf.
And how long would it take to grind it?
At that speed, about an hour.
It's one of those jobs that actually isn't too bad when you start, but after you've been doing a few minutes, it really pulls in your back. And that hurts quite a bit there. I'm sort of a funny angle, really. Matt, could you give me a hand? Could you just hold that for a
Yeah,
while?
sure.
Excellent. Yeah, okay.
Put the corn in there. Hey, where are you going?
About half an hour, Matt.
Baby.
Just a couple of miles away is Otterton Mill. It's still a working mill, grinding corn once a week. It's interesting. It shows me just how much this process changed people's lives. Martin said he reckoned it would take us about half an hour to grind this little lot up by hand. In fact, Matt did it and it took him 2 hours.
Oh dear.
How long do you reckon it would have taken at a water mill?
A couple of minutes in a mill like this.
How does it work, Martin?
Well, the water wheel's mounted on a central shaft or axle, which goes through the wall into the mill, and that takes the power right through into the part where you need it to drive the millstone.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see the shaft coming through there.
Yes, that's right, Tony, and the main gear turning in a pit at the bottom, and that's the feature that we're looking for in the mill at Dotton.
So the gear going that way then transfers into this one and the power goes up there?
That's right, and this is driving the millstones, which are on the floor above.
So the power comes up through to here.
Yes, it does. It's turning the top millstone, that's turned from below, and then you can see the hopper over the millstones where the grain is being fed by gravity down into a hole through the top millstone.
And what happens to the corn once it's ground?
Well, it comes out inside the case, and then there's only one place for it to go, and that's down the spout to the floor below.
So we have to go back down again?
We do indeed, yeah.
You keep fitting a mill. Oh, and here's the finished product coming down this chute.
Yeah.
How long do you think it would take to fill up that sack?
Apparently it takes about a quarter of an hour.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Hello, my name's John Gator. Time Team is fan-funded by Patreon. This vital support helps us to make new episodes. Joining Patreon gives you access to exclusive interviews, 3D models and masterclasses, plus lots more.